some movements on the drums sometimes are weird and difficult, and switching from brushes to sticks or from sticks to brushes is one of those things. It's a little bit awkward and weird. So let me try to explain to you an option of what you could do to minimize that gap in playing. If you're moving from brushes to sticks, for example, you're starting off a song with brushes, playing brushes for the head, and then you want to go to sticks for the first solo, okay? Sometimes I'll put the sticks here, I'll hold them like this, and I'll play brushes for the head. So for example, let's just do the last 8 measures of a song, and let's say the 2 last measures are like the solo break. So we can kind of take a step back there, and I'm going to show you how I do that. I'll try to count so that you follow along, but it's 8 measures, okay? So, for example, last 8 measures of the head, going into sticks for the solo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's a lot of things that you have to do there. I was a little bit slow because I forgot that my snare was off there. Because I prefer to play brushes with the snare off, it gives a better sound. So let's look at that again. Let's do the last 4 measures again at a fast tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Not enough time. Okay, let's try it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Right? So everything is very calculated. So I would be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Right? So what I need to do is finish playing with the brushes, put them down. As I'm coming back from the brushes, turn the snare on. I'm playing 2 and 4 open with the hi-hat to distract from the lack of sound, and then I pull the sticks. Sometimes what I do also is this. If I don't manage to do all that, if the tempo is too fast or I don't have the 2 measures to switch, I'll do this. I'll start with playing the ride with both sticks. It's a bit weird, but if you only do it for 1 measure, it's like totally fine. And then from here, you just take the other stick with your left hand and keep playing. So those are all options. Obviously, this is not the ideal option, but sometimes it happens when when you just don't have time and it accidentally happens that you don't coordinate fast enough with all these things, because it's a lot of things. And then when I'm going back from sticks to brushes, what I usually do is I have the brushes here. That's the other thing. Because you put the brushes down so fast on the floor tom here, sometimes they're not going to end up on the rim. I like to balance them on the rim here, and obviously ideally on the opposite side so that you can like play and the brushes are not in the way. But if they end up being on the head so that like they're making a sound when you play, maybe mid-playing you take them and you move them. Okay, that also happens. Some fancy people have like tables specifically for their sticks and mallets, and for the non-fancies, we just use the rim, and we just balance the brushes there. So anyway, going back from sticks to brushes, let's do last 4 measures of a form, for example, again, okay? So let's do a pretty pretty fast tempo again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So in some ways, going back to brushes is easier because at that point, like, I can leave the snare on for a bit, it doesn't bug me, and then when I have a chance, I'll turn it off. That's the first thing. The other thing is that the ride cymbal occupies a lot of space, like sonic space. So if you're playing, you don't have, like, you can play 1, 2, 3, 2, ga, 2, 3, 4, 4, and then you're already there for the pickup. So you can do it in one measure, and no one really notices unless they see you like back here, you know, saving the world, switching from sticks to brushes. That's kind of what I would do there. So last 4 measures again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3. So most people actually keep their snare catch on this side, but I keep it actually closer to the middle here, because if it's in the middle, I can toggle it on and off with either hand. If it's all the way over here, that's too far for my left hand. Usually it is a little bit off center, closer to the right, but it is definitely more in the middle than on the side, because of the nature of switching from brushes to sticks, and that I prefer brushes with the snares off. I do use this quite a bit, and actually I recently fixed it finally, and now it actually works, and so I can like properly tune the snare and have the snare set the way I want. So I'm pretty excited about that. Both of these things that we tried here today, you can make into an exercise. Try it slow at first, and then speed it up a little bit, but isolate, right? Like just do 8 measure phrases first and do it slow, and then try to do 4 measure phrases where you're switching a lot, just to practice. That's really going to give you the reps that you need to be able to just do this without thinking. And I mean, definitely like in the moment when you're playing sometimes, especially going from brushes to sticks, I often forget that my snare is off. So I'll have like a few stray snare hits without the snares on, and that's fine. Like in context, it's totally fine. Like the important thing is that you're keeping the groove and that you're not like, pause everybody, I have to switch to sticks. As long as you keep everything moving, like the textures and the tones, if they vary for one measure, it's totally fine. So I hope that's helpful. Let me know if you have questions, and see you next time.